there. So in this video, we're going to take a look at how to navigate the Healing Horses website. We'll get started by logging into the site by adding a /wp-admin to the end of your site's URL, healinghorsesmo.com, which will bring up the login page. You'll enter the username and password that was created for you, then click Login, which will take you to the dashboard for your site. Okay, so from here, I want to show you some of the various features which are currently in use or available to you for future use on your site and can be found in the black column on the left side or across the top of your dashboard. First, we'll look at the media library. The media library for your site is where you will find all of the images, audio or video files, and PDFs that have been uploaded to your site. Adding new media is as simple as clicking Add New in the left-hand column of your dashboard. Once you've arrived on the upload screen, you can either drag and drop your media file into the box here at the center, or click Select Files to locate your media file on your device. It is possible to upload more than one file at a time. Back in the library, which we can access again by clicking here on the left-hand side of our screen, clicking on a media file will give you the opportunity to rename, edit, or even add captions to the file. Okay, you can see that by clicking here. We have all of those options. Okay, just be sure to click the Update button to save any changes you make. Of course, we don't want to make any changes right now. We just want you to be aware of how you can do that in the future. Okay, next we'll move on to the Pages section of your dashboard. This is where you can access and edit your home page as well as any of your internal pages across your site. You can also create new pages by clicking the Add New button at the top of this page. Okay, you can see that button several different places across the site, but here is where you would find that on the Pages screen. Okay. So we're going to take a look first at the home page, and there are a couple of different ways you can get to your home page from this screen. You can click on home page here, or as you're working across your site, you can hover over your site name in the upper left-hand corner of your dashboard and then click Visit Site. So you'll see how your home page is broken into sections. Okay, we have the menu at the top. We have a header, image, and text here. We have our home buttons, which we'll talk about a little bit later. Some text. Now let's take a look at how to edit the home page. And you'll see that the edit screen is broken up into those same sections that we just saw. Okay, to get here, I clicked on Edit Page at the top of your home page. Let's walk through how to add a new page section on the home page. First, you'll scroll toward the bottom of the page and then click Add Page Section. Your site's introduction, along with any other section containing text and or images, kind of functions largely like a document in your favorite word processing software. Anything within these sections can be edited to your liking. So let's say we want to create a call to action in our new section. First, you might include some text such as, for therapeutic writing services, contact us today. Okay, so remember that things like your text size, color, boldness, etc. can be edited to your liking right here in the visual text editor. Okay, so maybe we want to center the text and make it bold. Okay, that all happens right here. Next, we can add a button by, again, typing some text. Okay, and then highlighting that text that we want to turn into the button using the Formats drop-down menu. So we'll go over here to Formats, and you'll see an option that says button. Okay, now as we click through the different tabs here, you can do things like add a background image here. That just takes us to the media library. And this would be a background just for the news section that we're creating. Okay, so you really have a lot of control how each page and then each section looks on your site. Okay, you can add a background image or maybe some color if you don't want it to be an image. You can play around with the spacing of the content. You can link that whole section to another area of your site. Okay, lots of different options here. For now, we're going to remove the section that we've just created, but if you're happy with your work, you would go up here to the top and click the update button. That would save the changes to the front end of your site. We're not going to do that for now. We're going to go ahead and remove the section that we just created by clicking remove row, and then it'll ask if you're sure. You just click remove again. Okay, so that ensures that we're not saving any of those changes that we just made. Okay, so let's say the only change you want to make to your homepage is editing the text or image at the top of the page. We call that the header. This is done at the bottom of the edit screen here under the header title content section. Okay, this section right here. Changing the text again happens in the visual editor, which we've already used. This is the text that you currently have on your site. And then if you want to change the image, that's part of the header right now, you'll go up here just a little bit to this featured image section, which is on the right side of the edit screen. And you can view the image that's already there. You can remove it, and you can add a new photo all in this box. Okay? So you have a lot of control from this edit screen. Okay? So now we're going to combine what we've learned already about the media library and the visual text editor to add a document to your documents page. So remember that we've already covered how to upload a new document to the media library. So for now, we'll be adding an existing document to your documents page. So we'll start by heading back to the media library. Okay, remember everything's accessible from this left-hand menu. And we're going to go to the media library. It'll ask you if you've made any changes. You may be prompted by your browser that any changes you made may not be saved. And as I said previously, we don't want to save anything that we're making during the course of this video. So we're just going to go ahead and leave the page. Okay, so we're going to start by heading back to the media library to grab the URL of the document that we're linking to. And as I said, for this purpose, we're going to use an existing document. If you want to upload a new document, as we talked about previously, that's okay too. Okay? So for this video, we'll be linking to your most recent newsletter. So just click on the file you want to link to. And then over here, you'll see a button that says copy URL to clipboard. You want to click on that. And that copies the location of this document on your site. Okay, we're going to close out of that, and then from here we're going to head back to the visual editor that shows the links to your live documents. And just probably the fastest way to get there is to go to your home page, and then we're going to click on the documents page itself right here. Okay, and then we're going to click edit page. Okay, so we're back on this edit screen that we were just looking at a little bit ago. Here's the links that you have existing on your documents page. So to add a new document, we're going to click in the text editor where you would like the link to go. So let's say for our purposes, we want it to be at the top of the list. Okay, so we click there. We'll type download newsletter, just like you already have there. Okay, then to add the link, you're going to highlight your text and then click on the paperclip right here to include a hyperlink. And this is where we're going to paste that link that we copied in the media library. Okay, We'll click on the apply button. And so now you can see we've added a new link to your newsletter. From here, you would just save your work again by clicking the update button. We don't want to save what we just did, okay? But clicking update would then add that document to your live documents page on the front end of your site. Okay, so as you know, you have utilized several forms over the life of your site. So I want to show you how to make some simple changes to existing forms on your site. For training purposes, we're going to take a look at the contact form. Forms, just like most things, can be found by clicking the Forms button on the left-hand side of your dashboard. It's going to prompt us again to ask if we are sure we want to leave, and we are. And this is what the initial Forms menu looks like, okay? To edit a form, you want to click on the form name, which will take you to the edit screen. Like I said, we're going to take a look at the contact form for now. From here, the form builder is really user-friendly. You can add existing field or add new fields. You can edit existing fields. You can even move fields using a drag and drop feature here. So let's say I want to change the order and have email first. You can do all of that right here. Okay, adding fields, there's a lot of options over here on the left side of your screen. And if you don't see the one that you're looking for, you can type it in here. Okay, so lots of options here. Once you're happy with your form, you can change its notification settings by going up here and hovering over the settings menu, and then you'll see an option for notifications. Okay. This would be the place where you would make a change to where the form notifications are being sent. If someone fills out the form on your site, you would make those changes here. Okay, so clicking on admin notification will allow you to add or update the email address that form responses are sent to. Okay, now your home page currently includes 3 home buttons, or what we call our home buttons, which are easy to edit along with the rest of your site. Okay, you can access these buttons by clicking on the Home Buttons link here on the left-hand side of your dashboard. Okay, clicking on any of your buttons will take you to the edit screen, which you should already be familiar with. So you've got a button for volunteers, you've got a button to support the mission, and you've got a button for therapeutic writing. Okay, so let's say you want to edit the volunteer home button. You would just click on the button name, and you can make changes here to what the button is called. If you want to call it something else, you can edit the link. So what happens when you click on that button? Where does it direct you on your site? You can edit that there. And then you can also make a change to the featured image of the button. Okay, that all happens right here on this edit screen. There may be a need for you in the future to maybe add additional features to your site, or make a change to how people navigate through your site, and that would require you to make a change to either your menu or your header footer options, or both. Okay, so to edit your menu, you're going to want to hover over the word appearance, which is here on the left-hand side of your site, and then click menus. Okay, here you're going to see the menu structure that you're familiar with. It's in the header across all of the pages on your site. These are the different links that you have. Okay, I'll demonstrate how to add a new option to your menu by adding a link to your homepage to the menu. Okay, so let's say we want to make it just easier for our site visitors to navigate back to the homepage. Okay, so I'm going to click on this box here and click Add to Menu. Okay, and what that has done if I save my work, we're going to save it so I can show you what we've done, and then I'm going to undo it. If we go to our home page now, you will see that I have added a link to the home page in our menu. That link was not existing before. Okay, so we're going to go back, and again, you can make those changes across options that are already there. You can add or remove options, whatever you need to do to update the navigation of your site. So we're going to go back to that menu and remove that change that we just made. Okay, by clicking here, and it's really simple. I just clicked on homepage and then remove, and that will remove that new menu feature from the front end of our site. Okay, so we'll go back here and refresh it, and now it's back to normal. Okay, your site's header and footer are edited in kind of a similar way. As we talked about, this is your header, and then down here we have the footer to your site, and these are consistent across every page. So those are edited through widgets, which are found if you hover on the name of your site. You can see an option for widgets. Okay. Another way to find those would be under the appearance menu here. There's an option for widgets. Okay. So these are a way to kind of think of these. They're just sections of your site. Okay. Right now, the header on your site includes everything in this header right box. So we have your logo, and we have a navigation menu. Okay, that's your header. And then everything in your footer, you'll find in the footer 1 and footer 2 widgets, which are located here. Okay, you can move things around within here, arrange them to your liking. Just know that sometimes those things can get a little messy, and so you may want to be sure to make note of what you've done so that you can undo it if it upsets the formatting in a way that you're not happy with. Okay, and just save your changes once you get to a place that you like them. Another thing I want to draw your attention to, you'll recall on your homepage here, you have some different slideshow here. You have a slideshow here that I want to show you how to update. If you click on this Slider Revolution link here, it will take you to the slider for your homepage. This is easy for you guys because you do only have one across your site. But this is what the edit screen looks like. There's a lot of different options, but just know that if you wanted to add a slide to your already existing slider, you would do that here by hovering over the slides option, add slide, and then select blank slide. Okay, from here you would add an image and then save, which would just automatically refresh that slideshow on your homepage. Okay, the last thing I want to show you, and we're going to go back to the dashboard again, is how to add a user to share access to your site. To do this, you'll hover over the word users, which is again on the left hand side of your dashboard, and then click add new. So you'll just add the username along with the email address of the new user. You can set the username to be whatever you like, and then add the user's email address. And then you'll create a password. You can have the site generate one for you, which is typically a best practice just because it's a strong password. Okay, you want to be sure to document the password so that you can share that with the new user, and then they'll be able to access the system the first time they log on. Okay, to see a list of all of the users with access to your site, click on all users here on the left hand side of your dashboard, and from there you'll be able to see everyone who has access to your site. Okay? If you need to make changes, update email address, reset password, those types of things, that would happen here. Okay? So those are the basic steps for editing your site. If you have questions or run into any issues, anything that we can talk through further, we're happy to offer additional support as needed.